Hey, how's it going guys, and welcome back to day 7 of our 12 Days of Christmas Tips and Tricks series. And today's video is all about creating one of Old School's most popular accounts, the 1 Defense Pier. Now, one of the reasons 1 Defense Piers are a ton of fun to play on is because they can make certain aspects of the game more challenging, like bossing. But they do have their perks, like having a serious upper hand in player versus player. Also, 1 Def Piers are typically created as a second account by players who may be looking for a change from their mains. That being said, they're one of, if not the most tricky accounts to build. Due to the fact your goal is to remain 1 defense, accidentally receiving defense from a quest or a simple misclick on your defense attack style can completely ruin your setup, so you gotta be careful. Now let's start off with the goals of a 1 defense pier, as there are many different styles ranging from 1 attack Obby Maul piers, all the way to range piers or mage piers, but we're going to assume you're trying to create the typical 1 defense 60 attack pier, as this setup's popular for a reason, and that's because it's a ton of fun and allows for plenty of variety in your scaping. Now a few major items you're definitely going to want to obtain include the climbing boots, the Dragon Scimitar, the prayer books, AVA'S accumulator, and the gloves from the recipe for disaster. Now a few other optional items include the bear head, the crystal bow, the salve amulet, and the barrel chest anchor. Also, ancient magics isn't exactly an item, but it is definitely highly recommended for a decent 1 defense pier to have. So as you can see, creating a 1 def pier requires a fair amount of questing, but if you're not much a quester, don't worry because these quests can also be your friend. So let's give a look at a few highly recommended quests that will achieve those items for you and boost your stats without you even having to train them. Now we're not going to go through all of these individually, but you can feel free to pause the video or you can find a list of them in the description. Now questing aside, there are a couple little bonus tips that you might want to keep in mind. The biggest one being when completing Monkey Madness, be sure not to speak to Darrow after the quest, as he's sure to grant you bonus XP and will definitely level your defense. There's no way around it, you cannot get back to that island without taking that defense XP, so don't try. That being said, if you did want to train your range by chinning on the Skelly Monkeys at AVA'S, that can be an option if you start chinning immediately after getting your first Gree. By not completing the quest, you're allowed to go back there as many times as you want, and you don't have to worry about getting that defense XP. So there you have it guys, those are the quick basics of creating your standard 1 defense 60 attack pier, and if you haven't created one already, be sure to give it a shot as they're a ton of fun. And aside from that guys, as you know, we like to give stuff away with this series, so be sure to leave some helpful tips for peers of your own in the comments section below, and the best one will win some awesome prizes. And aside from that guys, well thank you for watching and catch you tomorrow with day number 8.